Meeting Doctor here. One of the things that I get asked about debriefs is what should the structure of a debrief be? Well, you've got to understand the purpose of a debrief is it's a problem solving meeting. Even if you don't think anything has gone wrong, it's still a problem solving meeting. So the goal of the meeting, or what you the thing the participants need to try to discover in the meeting, are the strengths, the weaknesses, the errors, or the near misses that occurred during whatever the event is that you're talking about, right? With the goal of proposing solutions to any problems that emerged, and to develop a course of action to then take the next steps for when a future event of a similar nature is done, right? And so because of that, I generally recommend you kind of approach it in terms of a chronological time order of what happened, right? And as you do that, you answer a series of questions. The questions are: what went right? What went wrong? What almost went very wrong? And what would we do differently the next time we do an event or respond to an issue or like this, right? And if you approach it that way and review the event in a chronological order, and you take some notes or have a an AI bot or a system to help kind of gather the notes and summarize them, then you'll be able to then look at the answers to those questions and figure out what those solutions are and the action steps that need to be taken. If you have the time, yes, please proceed to do the solutioning and the action steps, identification. But sometimes you don't have the time. But it's really important to get those reflection processes done as quickly as possible, because if you don't, people are going to forget, right? Humans' brains don't remember things that well, sadly. Essentially, we lose 70% of what we are, hear within 3 days, right? So if you're listening to this video or watching this video, and 3 days from now, you'll remember about 30% of what I've said, which is kind of sad, but that's just the way our brains work. And so because of that, you need to make sure that you review and get the content of what happened recorded. And then if you don't have time to do the solutioning and the action and the action item preparing and that sort of thing, do that later. But capture that information, capture that knowledge while it's still available before people forget what's happened. That's it for today. I'll see you next time.